Hello, I'm Chuck and welcome to my channel, Ross Recording Studio, where we will talk about anything music, anything video, anything in between, from anything at all to do with music, video production, from making movies, making music, home recordings. Today what I would like to talk about is how to hold your guitar correctly. Is there a way to hold your guitar correctly? The answer simply is no. There's no set correct way to hold your guitar. Yes, there is a foundation, a guideline how to hold your guitar, and from there you take it as a personal effect. If you have a classical guitar, there is nowheres to attach your neck, so it's a little bit different than a normal acoustic guitar. I have been playing guitar for 40 years. I did not buy a guitar foot stand till this year. I have playing with my guitar for 40 years, putting my leg up, using a box, a stair, sitting on a bed, the edge of the bed. There's 1,000 ways. You need to get your knee up in the air to hold your guitar correctly. It all depends how serious of a guitarist you want to be. If you're going to be a classical guitarist in an orchestra, you might want to get a step on your very first lesson. If you're noodling around with a guitar, you're playing half the time on the couch, playing back, you don't really know the proper position, you're not going to need a foot step right away. So that is not a necessity, it is a nicety, but I got to say, I do love it. It is a fantastic little gizmo. I wish I had gotten mine sooner. So in a classical, since there are no ways to attach a neck, the way you hold the classical guitar is you look at the neck. It wants to be approximately eyeball level. That puts the chord position in a good place. Of your hand, it's right there. That allows your pick and your picking hand. So this is a basic position for classical guitars, and that does transfer over to electrics, but an electric is going to be smaller, so the body of the guitar is not going to rest on your knee. If you have a flying V, there's nothing there, so you have to have a strap on in order to play certain guitars. I've noticed Steve Howe, on one of his instructional tapes, he's playing on a set of stairs. To backtrack, you've probably gone out and you've probably seen people playing the guitar everywhere. It's from cafes to on boats, on YouTube videos, they play everywhere. I saw Steve Howe playing on a set of stairs, which is really comfortable to play on a porch. It's nice, you find a step and you put your foot up. You don't need one of these foot gizmos if you're playing on a set of stairs. The stair becomes your rest where you sit. All staircases are not the code. Some have a 6-inch rise, 7-inch rise is standard. And I noticed Steve set in his stairs, every step was different. And I was like, wow, he must have had, this is just preconceived ideas, but I'm thinking, and they would not pass code by any shape, means, or form, but Steve's steps, every step was a different height, starting at fairly high to shorter, and I was thinking, that's made for a guitarist. If you're on a porch, the step might just be right, so you might move an angle and all that, but every step was different. You're going to find which step to sit on and which step works for your knee. I was like, he should have patented that, but again, that type of staircase would not pass code, so it's probably why there's no patent on it. But it makes it easier to play guitar. So real quick, not to drag this video out, is there a real way to hold your guitar? Yes and no. The guideline is to start with your neck, looking at it and all that, but every rule is made to be broken. So right now I can be playing comfortably. I've noticed a couple other people say that with the strap on. You can be playing sitting down, you get right up. There's no difference how I'm sitting with my guitar, my foot up versus standing up. The only real difference The only real difference between the two is how I'm looking at the guitar. I can play better and I can see the guitar better when I'm sitting down. If I'm trying to play something complicated, I can see the neck. If I stand up, it's okay, but if I'm playing something really intricate, double picking, double notes, might be more easier to play. It might be easier to play when I'm sitting down. Now, Jimmie Page, John McLaughlin, Eddie Van Halen, Ted Nugent, Angus Young, Jimi Hendrix, they all hold their guitars differently. Jimmie Page has his guitar so low, he's rocking right out. I cannot play like that. That's not my style. So I learned, do I want to play to be cool, or do I want to play for what's comfortable to me? And playing what's comfortable does not sort of say look cool. It does not look like rock and roll where you're down there on your ankles with the guitar. But I'm not playing to be cool. I got to play the guitar first before anything else. Angus Young, he can lay right on his back, do circles with his guitars on. Jimi Hendrix can play it behind his back. He can play it with his teeth. You hold your tooth and you use your tooth like a pick and you shake the guitar back and forth over your tooth to pick the strings. So that's what I say, there's no right, there's no wrong. Personally, myself, I need the guitar high up. I have short arms. I want to be able to be right there. I don't want to have to be down low where it's not comfortable. This is comfortable for me. And it's almost textbook position for a classical guitar player. But that's besides the point. You have to find out what works for you, how you're playing. If you're not serious at playing at some point and you're just noodling around, so now you're going to be laying back on the couch, the guitar's not in the right position, you're not up fully alert 110% into playing the guitar, that's fine. Noodle away, practice. I do that a lot too. If I'm just fooling around, I'm not in the proper position. But if I'm going to get serious and all of a sudden, okay, now I'm going to do a recording, or I'm going to go out and do a performance if I'm playing in front of somebody, now it changes everything from sitting noodling to there's somebody watching you. Here come the butterflies, here comes the nervousness, here come the mistakes. Oh boy, somebody's watching me now. I gotta play a little bit better than I normally play, and for some reason when you try to play better, it can actually get worse with more mistakes. Especially if you're recording. You played a song 1,000 times, hit record, boom. There's a mistake right off the bat. Oh my God, where did that come from? So there's no right or wrong. Checking my notes here, holding the guitar correctly. The seriousness, whether you're doing seriousness. So basically that's it. Holding the guitar correctly, there is a guideline. I want to see the neck, eye level. I want the guitar strings. So I can use my wrist more than my arm. I'm not going to use my arm to strum, I'm going to use the wrist. Though, again, all rules are meant to be broken. Sometimes you might use your arm, depending. So everything is a guideline with music and guitars. Holding the guitar correctly is a guideline. After that, you find what's comfortable for you. You might find your guitar plays easier for you, lower. You might find that the neck does not have to be eye level. Perfect. Look, watch all the different guitar players on YouTube. You can watch Hendrix, Clapton, Santana, Angus Young, Jimmie Page. He's probably the lowest guitar player I've ever seen, with the guitars almost down to his knees. Perfect. The guy's a fantastic guitar player. Jimmie Page played the guitar up like I did. He probably would strangle me. He said, "Get out of here. You can't play guitar like that." So it's all relative. Find which works best for you, and good luck and enjoy your playing.